Hello. Welcome to Introspective Lifeworks and my series called It Is Written in the Stars. This is the first part of this series where each sun sign of the zodiac will be discussed, covering the aspects and characteristics of each individual sign. Astrology has fascinated me since my teens. When I met a distant relative from California that was an astrologer, in the brief time I had meeting her, she told me about my sun sign and my natal chart. Throughout my life, many times I have turned to astrology to help me better understand those in my life. As I go through each sun sign, it is important that everyone understand it is not just your sun sign that is the driving force behind who you are. Throughout your life and the way the planets move, this energy influences you. So sometimes your moon sign or your ascending sign may have more influence on you compared to your sun sign. The second series in this will deal with love and romance, male and female for each sun sign, and the general compatibility with each sign. That will come after I finish all 12 of the zodiacs. So moving on to all about now for the aspects of Virgo. August 23rd through September 22nd. Duality feminine. Element earth. Quality mutable. Virgo is reserved, modest, practical, discriminating, and industrious. Analytical and painstaking, seeking to know and understand. Ruling planet Mercury, ancient god of communication and commerce. In astrology, Mercury rules the intelligence and reason and predisposes towards a high-strung temperament. Symbol, the Virgin, representing purity of motive, modesty, industrialness, and service of oneself and one's talents towards helping others. The Virgin is usually pictured holding a shaft of wheat that symbolizes the utilization of ideas and skills to benefit and nourish the world. The glyph or written symbol, the symbol represents a virgin, for it is a pictograph of human reproductive organs closed and untouched. In the symbolic terms, the glyph is a straight line connected to two curved lines, one which is crossed. This represents wisdom tied to feeling and emotion and crossed by practicality. Dominant keyword, I analyze. Polarity, Pisces. Virgo is a sign of work and self-improvement. Its natives are perfectionists who dissect facts in order to find the truth and obtain all information available. Pisces, Virgo's opposite sign, is the sign of illusion and self-deception. Pisceans are prone to dreaminess, imagination, vagueness, self-delusion, and escapism. Part of the body ruled by Virgo, the nervous system and the intestines. Virgos are prone to illness caused by stress and nervous tension. They are particularly susceptible to ulcers. Lucky day, Wednesday. Lucky numbers 5 and 3. Magical birthstone, sapphire. It brings tranquility of mind and protects against illness and injury while traveling. Special colors, navy blue and gray. Classic colors of refinement and taste. Flowers, morning glory and pansy. Trees, all nut-bearing trees. Metal, mercury. Animals ruled by Virgo. Small domestic pets. Dangers for Virgos. Virgo people sometimes arouse anger and violence in others. Because of this and their tendency to interfere, their critical tongues, and their unemotional attitudes, they can find themselves in danger's way. Now, moving on to Virgo's personality and characteristic traits. Virgo, your most likable trait is being very meticulous about everything you deal with in life and wanting to do it all in the right way. Virgo, while you are giving the world the impression of being calm, collected, and having it all pulled together, your real drama is on the inside, dealing with your nervous, restless, controlled intensity in your mind, always rearranging and improving. A Virgo can exhaust themselves more by sitting still than others do moving around. The planet Mercury, which rules both Virgo and Gemini, inclines its subjects towards constant activity. However, in Gemini, the nervous energy is directed primarily towards stimulation and adventure. While in Virgo, the ceaseless drive is to accomplish and perfect. It's impossible for a Virgo to put off until tomorrow what might be done today, or to do later what might be done now. You are, in a word, organized. Your idea of taking it easy would seem like hard work to most people. You are not a daydreamer, but rather a day doer. Virgo, in your emotional life, you are always striving to bring order out of chaos. Virgos have a huge capacity to love others, and once you feel you can trust someone, your love is very loyal. But sometimes love alone is not enough for a Virgo. So having a mate, a home, children, and friends is nice to you, but you still need more. The more you need, Virgo, is to gain wisdom and put that wisdom to practical use. Your astrological symbol of the Virgin tends to be misunderstood. It does not mean you are a prude or lack sensuality. Quite the opposite. The Virgin stands for purity of purpose. A Virgo always will try to be helpful to others. They do not come into their life to cheat and extract from others. A Virgo will always have high motives for others. In ancient times, Virgos were the sign of the harvest, and the symbolic meaning of the Virgin holding the shape of wheat means that a Virgo will take what has been sown, knowledge, information, skills, and harvest these energies to do something practical and beneficial. In the same way wheat is turned into bread, Virgo, you want to use the gifts you were born with to nourish the world. Being ruled by Mercury, intelligence is the hallmark of your sign. Virgos have excellent memories, a very analytical mind, and are credited with being a crystal clear thinker. Oftentimes people will ask Virgo to check out their plans, for them putting them into action, because they know you have a microscopic vision when it comes to detecting a flaw. Your superb logic cuts through muddled thinking, and you also have the ability to zero in on the problem, dissect the difficulties, and put them back in proper order. Virgo approaches everything in life rationally. You believe in getting a rational presentation of the facts. You must have the facts to understand how things will work, and until you do, you will not make a decision. Virgo, your faith is not in the Chinese fortune cookie, but in facts. And you distrust vague ideas that don't stand up to critical appraisal, or people who make emotional judgments. However, Virgo, it would help enrich you if you had a little more faith in general and trust in synchronicities. Virgo, your important lesson in life is to expand your vision, to look at things in larger terms and believe in faith. Being ruled by Mercury means your thoughts, mental perceptions, and your ideas form your reality. Therefore, Virgo, if you hold on to a negative attitude, your reality will also unfold negatively. Because Virgo, your sign, is the manifestor sign of the zodiac. Virgos tend to have difficulty getting in touch with their deeper feelings because their mechanism for denial is so firmly set in place. I'm not upset, you'll say, or I feel okay about him getting promoted instead of me. When a Virgo says these things, they cover messy feelings up they would rather not examine. Being that I am also a Virgo, I have literally buried so many emotional reactions in this way and have had to immerse myself into healing these emotions and try not to let myself get carried away burying them in my future. A Virgo will often miss out because they get caught up with neatness and precision, getting stuck because they don't feel it is perfect. This is an area I can also really relate to, being a Virgo and getting stuck in analyzing every detail, and if it's not perfect, I can't move forward. Knowing this about myself does help. I just keep telling myself to get out of my head, get this project moving, and stop being my own worst enemy. Virgos also have a habit of looking back and analyzing rather than pushing forward in a new direction. And a Virgo must know everything. Virgo is a mutable sign, however, so you can adjust quickly to change. Once you find your way of fitting the new situation into your life and your routine. Virgos have a tendency to complicate everything. No problem is ever simple, and for every question, a Virgo will make a mountain out of a molehill, a special quality of us Virgos. Virgo's nature is shy and reserved. It is hard for you to relax, to make small talk with strangers. You prefer one-on-one encounters in which you can offer the full benefit of your sharp insights and discerning opinions. And this is also how people discover how well-read, perceptive, charming, and witty you are. When Virgos learned about money, they learned that money does matter. Although you tend to downplay your own ability in financial affairs, no one is better than you at staying on budget. You are not tempted into foolish ventures. I can attest to a Virgo wanting the finer things in life, and as a Virgo, I know we will rarely overpay for these things. Virgos have a built-in resistance against self-indulgence. Now, Virgos' highly developed sense of discrimination can lead to others seeing Virgos as hypercritical, but no one can ever be as hard on a Virgo as we are on ourselves. At times, a Virgo's finely tuned in sensibilities can make them unhappy because they have a heightened awareness of the imperfections of the world. Virgos are extremely health conscious. They will take supplements and research ways to live healthy, seeing that they have their regular checkups and dental checkups. Virgos suffer from being a natural worrier. This can affect their nervous system, and I believe it is due to this worrying that Virgos will suffer from digestive problems, because the digestive system is often called the brain of the body. Virgo in a warm, loving relationship brings out the best in you because you are kind, devoted, and very loyal. When your affections are engaged, you tirelessly try to serve loved ones. They will never have to worry about who's going to keep the checkbook balanced or look after them when they are ill. A Virgo might find it hard to be the one on the receiving end of being cared for when ill. I only say this because on my own experience, for me, it was very natural to care for someone that I love and is ill, but harder for me to accept it in return when I was ill. When I went through chemo, I did not want my mother to stick around and see me on my bad days, and would tell her all was well for her to return home, knowing the third day would be the worst day. So if any of you Virgos have had this experience of enjoying caring for others but not so much enjoying others caring for you, please leave a comment. I'm curious to know about this. Virgos have a tendency to hold back with people you don't know very well and are reserved even with those that you love. Inwardly, though, you feel very deeply. Intensity and extreme sensitivity are part of your secret self. This can be seen in how you look after others, give advice to friends, feed stray animals, and care for your plants. Virgos do need to be appreciated for the kind things they do, but above all, they want to be useful to those they care about. And I just want to add this last point. Virgos are recognized as being the most psychic sign of the zodiac. Just wanted to put that in there as we move on to our next part of this video, where we will examine the energies of the crystal and chakras that influence Virgo. The first crystal, Aventurine, has an energy that is projective, planet Mercury, element air, and the chakra that it heals depends on the colors. So green Aventurine primary uses: increases love, supports prosperity and abundance, facilitates healing, introduces new friendships. Blue to blue-gray works with the third eye and the throat, primarily increases psychic awareness and insight, improves personal integrity, improves in communication, calms stress, improves self-discipline, supports the ability to overcome bad habits. Moonstone, it's energy receptive, planet moon, element water, works with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. Primary uses: assists in communication with higher self or in the divine, aids connection with spiritual beings, increases psychic ability, supports wish fulfillment. Opal, energy projective, planet, all planets, chakras, all chakras, elements, all elements, depending on the color, especially the crown. Colors include white, black, blue, pink, orange, yellow, and green. Primary uses: provides inspiration, sparks creativity, assists in communication with higher beings or the divine, aids communication with higher self, promotes spontaneity, and helps connect to others through unconditional love. Peridot, energy receptive, planet Venus, element earth, chakras heart, solar plexus. Primary uses: opens the heart chakra, promotes love, eases emotional trauma, promotes understanding of relationships, protects the aura, cleanses the body's energetic system. These include the chakras, aura, and meridians. That concludes this video on Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. And have a beautiful day. Thank you.